Chino HD Training.
Well, didn't expect to get up to snow this morning, but yeah, here we are. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is the 6th of January, and yeah, we have snow. Today is a new day. Today is a rest day. It's currently 11 o'clock. No, sorry, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm currently working, but I had to jump down to see the snow, which is just getting heavier. But yeah, I'm going to go back upstairs to work, and we'll catch you guys very soon. And just like that, snow is gone. Anyway, guys, working today, like I said, not much to do, and what I'm going to do is try something new, and we'll do a news segment on things that have happened so far this week. I will pull up articles from UK, US, and yeah, we'll go back upstairs and we'll do new segments, see how you find it. If you like it, give it a like, send me a comment on any news articles that you might find interesting that's fitness related, and I will pick it up. But yeah, let's jump into it. So guys, we are here in the corner, and what I'm going to do is something that people do typically, but I'm trying it out to see how it resonates in this channel, and it's going to look at what's going on in fitness news and to pretty much report on it and to give my take, my opinion, if you know, my 2 cents. So the first one being this that came yesterday, and it's titled "Anti-Lockdown Gym Boss Revealed to Be Professional Dealer." So what I'll do is I will have the article here side by side, which I'm commentating on. In short, a gym owner from the Wirral called Nick Wickham, who is a gym owner at Bodytech, has been quote unquote busted when the police found text in which he told an associate how to clean his dirty money. This was in relation to a plot to carry, let's say, items to Jersey. And it says here that Nick Wickham, if that name sounds familiar, during the height of lockdown, he pushed to keep his gym open, and there was a huge fundraising and awareness that was poured out for him to help other gym owners who wants to keep their gyms open over the lockdown period, to fight any legal battles that came their way. And pretty much he was fined, he was arrested, breaking the rules, and as a result, I imagine this article is going to be picked up and blown up because he's a person of interest already in the news. So it goes on to say that the Jersey's Royal Court heard that Nick worked with an associate in a plot valued at more than £54,000. And it also goes on to say that between 2018 and 2019, the pair, who were both 31 at the time, were involved in a conspiracy to traffic this item, which don't know if I can say on YouTube, it might get flagged, but you know, this item is in a lot of popular CBD oils. So by the term of CBD, you can guess what this item he was supposedly busted in carrying was. So it goes on to say that they were busted in a conspiracy to traffic the item into the island of Jersey, and then also to launder the money, with Nick operating from Merseyside and the associate operating from Jersey. So it goes on to further add that prosecutors said that Nick would source the items and instruct people to send them from England to a third party at their work address in Jersey. And at this point, the packages were picked up by the associate, who then sold them, collected the cash, and sent it back to a UK address provided by Nick. Now, it says here between June and September of 2018, a total of 3.1 kg was imported into Jersey, and 3 exports of cash were sent out, totaling 16, just above a £16,500. There appeared to be a cooling off period after contacts of Nick sent a package to the wrong address before, in December 2018, Nick told his associate he was handing the UK side of his scheme over to a friend. Following a gap of 2 years, his associate was arrested again in 2021, and Nick was arrested, brought back to Jersey, and charged. So on Wednesday, should say, is Thursday, so yesterday, on Wednesday, they were sentenced before Deputy Bailiff Robert McRae, sitting with jurists. I'm not going to name them, but sitting with jurists. And the court sentenced both men to 3 years and 6 months in prison. Wow. Yeah, seems to be very serious, polarising news. It seems that there were mitigations made by his defence solicitor, but the judge ruled that he's not a kid, these are serious crimes, and community service just doesn't cut it. And yeah, first news segment, and that's an interesting one. As I've said, links to the article will be below if you want to go read it yourself. But yeah, on to the next one. How plan to fight obesity crisis is doomed to fail because there are too many junk food options available, which the ministers are warned. So it says here, policies to tackle the obesity crisis are likely to fail because the public are bombarded with unhealthy food options. Ministers have been warned, which is very true. Ultimately, you go anywhere, you'll have fast food giants, and also if you have these apps that bring it to your door, texting you, emailing you, bombarding you on the TV. People are warned about it. Government is warned about it. But realistically, if it makes money, like not much realistically, I think will be done about it, because again, all these companies will send gift packages to these same ministers. Supposedly, well, I say supposedly, ministers have come out and said it. There is a lot of anti-corruption and anti-bribery things that are out right now as part of the ministerial code, and it's, you know, it's abundant. So I don't think I'm saying anything too controversial when I say that these companies will send people gift packages to keep them sweet. And ultimately, if there's slots that people will need to pick up, and they're paying for those advertisement slots and generate income, I don't think government is really going to deprive that. At the end of the day, it's a revenue stream. So it says here that 28-page report, which was commissioned by the government's obesity research unit, says measures such as advertising restrictions do not go far enough. Dieters face an uphill task because unhealthy food is easily accessible and sold so cheaply, according to the National Institute for Health Research. And that's completely true. Take it from me, I switched from a meat diet to a vegetarian, pescatarian lifestyle, and within like the first shop, you spend X amount, about £40 more than you'd spend, and you sat there with a packet of tofu, some almond milk, and some fish, and that's £40 over what you'd spend. Obviously, I'm over exaggerating, but this is the point. When you're faced with one, rising prices, and you're faced with people on lower incomes, or even middle class people faced on modest incomes to come into the pool, and you go shopping, of course the meat options, or of course the fast food options are going to be more ideal because it saves you more money. If there's a fast food restaurant that's giving away discounts, buy a burger and a drink, and make it into a meal for £3 or £4, and that could be a lunch. Or if it's going to a supermarket and spending 50 odd quid to prepare healthy food, or to try and prepare healthy food that doesn't really taste that great. You don't know how to cook, so you don't know really how to make it palatable. You're going to eat it and feel like it didn't fill you up. And also, you're so conditioned nowadays to the tastes of certain things. You don't know and have the tools for to make highly palatable foods. So I completely agree. For me, for instance, say when I was in uni, our university was next to pretty much all the fast food places down the road. Every time you're walking down there, there were reps outside the campus giving you vouchers, coupons to get, buy one, get one free, or to get X amount of money off your food. And as a student, you've got £10 for the week. Like, are you going to go, I can eat this sandwich, I can eat this burger for £2 every day? Or are you going to go, let me go to a supermarket and buy, one item that's going to cost, £8? It's a no-brainer. So this article, before I keep on ranting, goes on to say that curbs on the promotion of unhealthy food and drink in retail outlets and online were announced a year ago and come into force in April. Plans are also in motion for a 9 p.m. advertising watershed on TV. The review by London City University found that easy access to unhealthy food 24 hours a day made losing weight difficult. It also found that people were met everywhere with promotions of food high fat, salt, or sugar. Those trying to lose weight or maintain a weight must avoid parts of the food environment, including the party, work canteen, and certain store aisles. For people on a low income, the relatively lower cost of junk food and frequent offers and promotions made retaining a good weight or losing weight particularly difficult. Have I not just said that? The lead author of the review, Kimberly Neves, told The Guardian, this review highlights not only how difficult it is to lose weight in Britain and keep it off, but also that it's not just about willpower or self-control. Even people trying really hard are hindered in their efforts by unhealthy food options elsewhere. They're easy to find, cheap to buy, quick and appealing. She said dieters should be supported to make healthier choices through major changes to the wider food industry. This goes on. It shows a food pyramid, talks about what is a balanced lifestyle and about what you should do to try to be optimal. But ultimately, at the end of the day, people will find it difficult because you go on social media and you're swiping, and as you swipe, here's a food place that's doing a giveaway, it's doing an offer. I get texts from pizza places that maybe I put my email and phone number on years ago to receive an update on the delivery, and every Friday, do you want a pizza? Like, why do you keep texting me? But yeah, as it goes, I think you just can't avoid it. When it comes to kids, and if you were to ask anyone, how can you manage it? Anyone will say it's down to the parents, it's down to the schools, and it's down to social standing. I don't know. You can get people who are really rich, who have the best education, who have money, but they still succumb to buying junk food all the time. Just because they're rich doesn't mean they don't have taste buds. Ultimately, it's about education, it's about knowing, I guess, how to cook, and also knowing how marketing works, and also to having an understanding of what actually goes into these places. I mean, if you go anywhere, you can look up the hygiene rating of these places, these restaurants. The cooking standards and the hygiene standards aren't that nice. What's the quality of this food? Also, if it's a case of I just want this takeaway food because it's Friday and I like it every Friday, maybe that's not too harmful. But when it's a case of I only have £5 to my name, like realistically, what does a government expect people to do when food prices are rising higher? And, obviously these fast food takeaway places are becoming more and more appealing as they try to get your attention, which they will do. But yeah, that's that's where we're going to end it on. Thank you for being a part of this first news dump. Hopefully, if you found it entertaining, let me know. Let me know anything else that comes up and pops up in the news cycle that you want me to give my thoughts on. Yeah. Again, link to the articles will be in the description below, and hopefully, you guys like this, and yeah, I'll keep making more if you guys like it. So like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next news cycle.
Chino HD Training.